Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy King DV, and I'm with my co-host, Liddy. What's going on, bro?
Man, it's love, man.
Hey, y'all know the name of the game. Last minute of stuff. Hey, it don't take too much, man. I said, get this while it's hot.
Until next time, man, y'all know what it is.
Yep. We back. Another episode of Inside the Nest, man. One of the hosts on the show, King DV, with my co-host. What's going on, bro?
It's been interesting on the timeline. I mean, it's been real. You know what? It's been good, man. I've been blessed. You know what I mean? How you been?
Kind of frustrated with the fan base. Kind of frustrated with everything that's going on Twitter, and just how the fan base is reacting, from content creators to just casual fans. Like I just don't like it. Like we didn't just win the Super Bowl. You know, I'm happy that Philadelphia Eagles set out that reminder for the mic up. But it's mind-boggling, man. It really is, because players are saying certain things, and now they just, coming at players or ex-players possibly, and it's weird. It's some weird movement going on around the Philadelphia Eagle fan base, and I don't like it at all, man. That's why I was retweeting all AJ Brown stuff. Because I'm like, he's telling the truth. Like, just because a player don't rock with your player doesn't mean that, now he's picking sides or he's choosing sides or anything like that. It's nothing like that. And it didn't even really mean that he don't rock with him. Maybe he didn't want to be biased. Maybe he just really felt that way. People got their own opinion, man. But at the end of the day, man, you can't knock that boy. That boy Hurts did help them win. And that boy led them to a victory. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't do that. And you also then they start, saying, when somebody asked him about Slay, we talking about, asked him about OBJ, Devontae Smith, because he said OBJ in 2014. That was what? 11 years ago. 11 years ago, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was saying 2014. You got to hear what he's saying, man. Like, Slay, he does do too much often on social media and interviews. But like I said, man, that boy is entitled to his own opinion. He's been this way and causing some type of controversy. And, CJ Gardner-Johnson, and you got him going at Slay for something that he said about Reed Blankenship being that veteran leader in the secondary.
Was it the message about Reed, or was it the message about bringing a vet in if you didn't feel like Reed was ready to lead?
That's what it was. That's what it was. It was bringing a vet in, like a veteran presence, because if he's not back, then somebody would have to come in that spot. And I feel like that regardless who come in that spot, or if we elevate somebody, CJ Gardner-Johnson knows what he knows. He's a vet, man. I think it's more to meet the eye there, honestly, from the way CJ reacted. And then also they showed like an interview throughout the year basically saying that, we're trying to get him a ring. Like, CJ was like very professional about his answer. We're trying to get him a ring. So, if he's out the door, then it's a hell of a way to go out. But, he's the leader. We listen to him. We follow him. We do certain things like that. So that's another thing that, people are overlooking. Now, when CJ starts snapping, they used to CJ snapping. So now it's looking like he's the bad guy too. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's something with two grown men at the end of the day, man. Yeah, as a fan, you're sitting up there like, yo, what's going on? But like I said, man, we just won a Super Bowl a month ago. A month ago, we just won a Super Bowl, and we sitting up here, going at ex players, people that got us there. Y'all was just saying, if Slade, if this is his last hoorah with the Eagles, I hope he fared well, because he did a lot for us in the secondary. You can't question that. But at the same time, like, look, he's been on that podcast. He's been doing interviews, Offseason interviews and everything like that. You already know some stuff going to come out for everybody to talk about. People are just waiting for the next thing. That's basically what it is. And obviously, drama talks, man. And I pride myself as a content creator not to go towards the drama. I know it's content, and I know that you need to talk about it, but I don't want to be a part of it. That's basically how I'm like. I'm not trying to be a part of that to try to get views and everything like that. It's more so, talk about the football, talk about, how can we build this team into 2025 to, get back to the big dance, man. I want another one, man. I got this cup, got the Super Bowl cup, man. And I'm like, yo, I need some more. So we can still be pumping our bricks.
Listen, last time I went and buying all this Super Bowl gear, I got this custom. I was like, you can get this type of stuff when you win? Yeah, I need another one. I need like a little Foco John. They just dropped them. I was like, man.
Man.
So like, just like you said about that cup, bro, like, I get the opportunity to like really like enjoy being a champion. Like as a fan, like obviously you don't get the enjoyments of a player, but I get the enjoyment of a fan. Like I get to sit down and buy all this memorabilia from a moment in time. I mean, it's a great feeling, man, and I don't think him is satisfied with one ring.
No, that's why he right back there work, and just like AJ Brown said he's not satisfied because the way it felt, it wasn't like he won. He said the city made him feel like he won for that day, but he ready to go back to work. Devontae Smith ready to go back to work. There's a lot of guys on that team that's ready to go back to work. But we got a lot to get into, man. I just wanted to start off with the drama so we get out the way. I didn't want to just, have like a half an hour or so about everything that's going on. Players going to talk, man, and my when the subject comes up later on in the show, my thoughts is nothing to do with that back and forth and whatever happened on Twitter today. Overall, man, I just want what's best for the Philadelphia Eagles, and that's all I got to say about it.
It's a touchy situation, right? Like that thing went up my God dang. It's a touchy situation. Like you want to talk about it, but it's like almost like, man, at this point, Slay done got what if he's not coming back, which I don't believe is gonna happen. I mean, it's kind of like the end of the road, man. Like you made your bed, you got in it, you got your Super Bowl in it, and now I don't know if you even competing for championships anymore. I think you're just trying to kind of like build on the legacy, maybe. I mean, get a little money, a little bread.
You just jumped right into my point about Slay, but go ahead. You did.
I think that's kind of where you at with it. You know what I mean? You got the chip, you added to the resume. You know what I mean? You've been kind of like telling us about the resume for some years now, so we knew you were trying to build that. I think you really just paying for that 30 club at this point, right? Like that's what he said he wanted to do, retire with 30 interceptions. I think what he got 28. So couple dollars, couple interceptions. I mean, I don't think he come back to the Eagles. Like not in a way where like the team don't want him back. I think he said it best. If the money line up, I'll be back. But he's told everybody that. So in my head, continuing to hear money. Obviously, you're still believing you're somewhere in that tier of I need a couple dollars to really play.
Right.
Almost like a Hassan Reddick, in my opinion.
Oh man, I promise y'all, this is not rehearsed. Like he's talking everything that I was going to bring up.
It's almost like the Hassan Reddick situation, right? You got off in a situation where you could have stayed, but it wasn't top of the market. It wasn't the market you believed you were in. You kind of sat back. You're like, all right, I'll play it out. So Reddick goes to the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Let's add a greatest season. Now you back on the market, and market not looking good. The market not looking friendly. The market look like it's finna pay you under some of these guys that ain't even putting in the work you putting in, because I heard 11.7 mil. So I mean, Slay gonna go somewhere and get what, 13 million? Maybe
yeah.
Detroit. But what do Detroit look like next year? Nobody knows. The new DC, new OC. A lot of things are gonna change. A lot of new pieces all around. So I mean, to me, if I was Slay, bro, in my opinion, I would have just walked away. What is one more season gonna do? Like, yeah, add a little bit. Maybe you come out and get your all pro. That's what you're working for, like 2 interceptions, a couple PBUs. I mean, like, obviously, I don't think, to me personally, I don't think it's the greatest look for you to be out here like, you're not ring chasing no more. I mean, the excuse now at this age, right, for most athletes going to a new team, they ring chasing. You just left the top of the pinnacle.
Right.
Don't want to step away. So I mean, at this point, like, CJ said what he said, but guess what? CJ's part of the organization. CJ has a contract.
Mm-hmm.
CJ moving forward into 2025, 2026 season as a part of the Philadelphia Eagles right now. Now, I don't know if that foreseeable future includes Slay. I don't think it's gonna be a nice situation you coming in. Like, it's probably gonna be some sticky feelings about it. I would prefer to just move on. You know what I mean? If it was me, at this point, man, look, go ahead. You got what you wanted. You good. Go play for Detroit or whoever you want to go play for and get your money, man. Like, it's no need. Like, we might as well move forward. What we gonna do? Keep delaying the inevitable? Slay ain't playing but one more season. I mean, you can either bring back Rodgers, put Ringo out there. I mean, depending on what we do with this first round pick, whether we draft it, trade it, move back with it, whatever. You got an opportunity to bring in somebody young out of the draft in this draft with a, with a pick. So we got to make some decisions. And right now, I think Slay, Bradbury, Maddox. I mean, Maddox already a free agent. I think some of these guys are going to be going off the roster, man. I know it's a sticky situation we got to get into, though. It's another. We're gonna get to it. It's a sticky situation we got to get into, and I know I can see it in your eyes. You want to talk about it.
I'll wait for you to lead. I don't know if you think. I don't know how you think it right now. But I do want to touch more on that with the Slay situation, man. Listen to the Slay, listen to his interviews and everything like that. It's not nothing that he said about not talking about Jalen Hurts being a lead or Smitty and all that. That's not being better than Odell and everything like that, and CJ Gardner-Johnson not being a veteran leader and all that. That's not where I'm at with it. Where I'm at with it is I'll think about like 2022. I think about this past season, we had dogs on defense, bro. And the reason why we had dogs is because everybody was hungry for the same thing. They was hungry for the same thing, man. And these young kids, especially the kids from Georgia that so used to winning and everything like that, they was the nucleus of it. You even see like, the parts that, only got like halfway because we had to get on here. But you see like Kobe Dean still being a leader out on the sideline, just yelling at guys like, yo, man, they not messing with us. Yo, we the best team in the world. Like, this is what he's saying to, that hunger. I don't feel like if we bring Slay back, he will have that hunger because now it's about he, not we. And that's not what we need on the roster. Now, last year, he was like that because it was something to chase. He got the ring now, like you said earlier. What else is he chasing but his own goals, basically, before he bowed out? Because if we lose, if people, let's just say hypothetically speaking, we have a decent record and then we get bounced divisional round. Then it's like, okay, now what? You out. You could have went out on a high. Then on top of that, all the interviews and everything that he was talking to from Ocho, from Acho, from the dude that dude, shout out to him, Rondo, that does the Commanders content or whatever. Basically just kept saying, oh man, I'm going. Basically he's saying where he go and where the money go. Where the money reside, that's where he go. But he did say, he tried to backtrack and said basically if the Eagles matches, then he's going to go with the Eagles. First of all, bro, if you want to be here, man, you be like, look, man, I ain't taking no offers, man. I'm trying to work out a deal with the Eagles because I want to be here. Now, it could be.
The problem is, DV, his phone looking just like mine right now. You can you hear it? You hear the Eagles calling me? You hear it yet? You hear it? His phone from Howie right now sound just like mine.
Right, because how people are like, just like I watch everybody, man. Like, if I'm quiet, I'm watching everybody and everybody's content on it and everything. And what they think happened is basically Howie went to him was like, yo, because he actually said it too, that Howie came to him like, yo, man, it's part of the game. You're up there in age and you're going to be a big hit on the cap. So we got to let you go so we could get some of that money back. Only thing that we don't know is the number that he's looking for, but I don't think that Slay is a need. Honestly, I really don't. I think that the only thing
when you come out saying if the bread line up, I know it's more than what you need.
Yeah.
I know it ain't that 9, 8, 10 million you should be willing to take. I know it's up there in that 12, 13, 14 range because you keep saying it. You done said it like 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
So I know the money ain't the money that you would sign somebody in the blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? If he had hit Howie and be like, Howie, look, man, I know you think I'm looking for 12. I'll take 8.5, 9. Give me 8.75. Give me 3 million incentives. I'll come back right now. Guess what? Howie would have easily put him back on the books.
I really feel like
you called to ask for.
Right, but I really feel like that Howie came at him like that. Like, look, this if we do this, because he already had his plan. We know Howie. He got like plan A, B, C, D, or whatever. So he knows, okay, this is how much money we're gonna be working with after we make the moves we need to make. Are you willing to take this? No, okay, we're gonna have to cut you. And then you play free agency while we make these moves. And if nothing bounce back, then look, if we need you. That's it. But we're not gonna sit up there and kiss you. You know what? We're not doing it. And it's nothing about Slay, like I said, Slay, all pro, Super Bowl champion, basically restructured the Eagles secondary since he's been here. You can't say nothing bad about Slay. Wow,
it's the mentality though, bro.
Yeah, that too.
It's the mentality. Like sometimes he just
yeah.
It's almost like that kid in middle school, right? Like he like always saying something like talk about himself, but it's like,
damn,
bro, you ain't gonna talk about the other dudes that was helping you do it. And it's like, yeah, I mean, they was all right, man. They did all right, but I really was like out there doing my thing. Like, you know what I mean? I had PBUs, I had interceptions, like I did my thing, but like.
But
it was all right.
He been like that. But he been like that though.
That's when I got mad though. DV, you remember? I was on here spazzing out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that spitty no more. I ain't gonna do that. But I was on here spazzing out because I was saying I didn't like that me mentality because it wasn't gonna get us a Super Bowl. Listen, you know what's like? I know he didn't do it out of his own courtesy. I know Philly has bullied him into doing this, but Paul George has played horrible. Sixers are horrible, but look, DV, no, not the rub
they are
going on.
No, they are.
But Paul George has shut down the podcast because it's not helping the team. It
For a
doesn't
couple
look
days.
good.
He back.
But I'm saying he shut it down for like a month.
It wasn't a month. It was like a couple weeks.
It was like 3 weeks. But I'm saying but it was enough to be like, hey, look, I need to do what I need to do to get back in my situation. Let me shut this down for a minute to get right. Like, bro, we have.
But he ain't right.
We're going. I mean, he right wherever he feel like he right at. I mean, I can't speak for Paul George. It's more like the situation. What I'm saying mentally is
right.
All right, Stu, but it's not the. I was just saying what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like the week 4 situation is kind of why this is salty for everybody. And that situation with Micah and losing to the Bucks, it should have been a situation where he was like, "All right, look, I might not need to do this right now. Let me wait. Let me get things together, and then I can get back to talking, ball. Right now ain't the right time to go on Micah podcast after what just transpired in that game. We didn't lose in a oh, okay, it's all right. Y'all lost like by 3-6. No. We got blowed out. Yeah. Blowed out. The media was going crazy about what the Eagles had going on and was it over? And how was it gonna look moving forward? And you go on Micah podcast and you do the thing with CJ. Okay, so then it's like, all right, you take a step back. You didn't see any wrong in that. And then when you did see the wrong, you're like, all right, I apologize. You know what I mean? Can we move forward? That should have been the moment right there where he was like that. But look, DV, that was the moment when he should have took a step back, look himself in the mirror and said, hey, maybe this ain't the right time right now. Let us get it back together, then I can come back. You're adding fuel to the fire as you sit here trying to you throwing grease on a fire. It's just not working. Every time it's just doing this, and you like, oh man, no. How I fix it? Shut the hell up. Sit down.
Do you think after all that and then the backlash, because I feel like the organization, just like we reside in the organization and Howie and Jeff Lurie and all them, they reside in the city. Do you feel like that, they heard and listening to what the city said and they came at Slay like, hey, you got to amend that. You got to amend what you said, because they're following everything. This is one of those passionate groups, whereas though I think that's what happened. Or a player could have did it. They could have been like, hey, you got to do like BG, somebody like BG probably say something to him so he could backtrack and be like, look, man, I apologize. We're going to move past that. But he apologized also.
The nigga didn't even apologize. The nigga just posted a little post on his Instagram and said, I've always been a Jalen Hurts fan.
Right.
Sir, what? So you just sat on your podcast and said he ain't elite. You said it was only 4 elite quarterbacks in the league, and then Jalen Hurts wasn't in your top 5.
But listen. All what's going on, Nina? But all 2023, all 2022, bigging up Hurts.
Appreciate that. Push.
Bigging up Hurts, man. That boy Hurts, he killer. He just like, and also with the podcast, it's more so that I feel like that's what he was already 1 foot out, especially when he was talking about that he wasn't going to try to tackle and take himself out because he still want to be there for his kids. Like he was already 1 foot out. My whole thing, this all resides to. I feel like that he should have just bowed out. Soon as we won the Super Bowl and all that, hey, Slade just announced his retirement. He could have announced his retirement with Hunter Renfrow. He could have. Just bowed out gracefully.
But I don't even think Hunter Renfrow even know he retired. Did you not see his post?
Yeah, I did. That's why I'm laughing.
Huh? I was like, damn, did he really? Hey man, listen.
Yeah. But no, he should have just retired, and he didn't.
Man, here come this guy.
That's what I was waiting on.
Jigga, I'm not arguing with you. You see,
I got time today. That's all I'm saying, bro.
He elite.
I got time today.
You can do whatever you want to with that.
I got time today, Jigga. Because you ain't gonna tell me.
He's an elite winner. He elite player, elite athlete, elite quarterback.
We need to see consistency.
Elite leader.
Okay, Jigga. Okay. Anyway. But no, Slay, he should have just retired. And speaking of retirement, man, the news about BG, man. And
what?
That's what you was talking about.
Listen, this ain't planned. There's no script. My phone is on black. No script. I said we had to get it something else, and I could see it in your eyes. You wanted to go there.
BG needs to bow out. He shouldn't even have no question about coming back next year. He needs to just bow out and just be on the sideline for training camp and just gearing up those guys and those young guys and everything. Don't even try to come back, man. There's no way you want to chance that, man. I want you to enjoy your retirement, man. I don't want you to have to keep tearing something and all that. And then if you come back, even if you play the minimum, it can happen again. It's like walking on eggshells at this point. He just need to bow out after this win. This is a way that I wanted Jason Kelce to go out. Now it was kind of hurtful when he would say he was done, and we didn't really know if we were going to win the Super Bowl, but we won a Super Bowl on his account. He came back after missing 10 weeks, and it is what it is. It is what it is. He needs to just go, just be down that position, and Howie know where he need to work. At the end of the day, I think that BG did enough in his career, and he did enough for this city, man. He wanted to finish it out. He finished it out with us. There's a couple guys in the Super Bowl that was hurt, and they went into after the Super Bowl. They was playing hurt to get the surgeries and stuff done. Nolan Smith was one of them. So I'm just happy that we brought it home for BG. I feel like that gave us some extra motivation too. And then when he came back, they put a fire underneath those defensive ends. And I just think that BG need to just hang up the cleats, probably do some commentary or something like that, some reporting on the Eagles or NFL period. They got stuff lined up anyway, so I think that's his calling. The calling is he's done. This was his last year.
I was on Twitter, right? When I seen it, first I was like, I ain't saying that. I just kind of scrolled, you know what I mean? And then at some point I sat back and I was like, I'm gonna let you get to that too. I seen it, but I'm gonna let you get to that in just a moment. I'm gonna let you get to that in just a moment. But I was just sitting back and I was just like, like, dang, man, like it's kind of a sad situation because even if you want to continue, it's almost like you gotta hang it up, man. Like God don't make mistakes, OG. Like he did everything he could to get you back in that game. He gave you the opportunity when you shouldn't have the opportunity probably to even play in the Super Bowl. He made it where you had clearance, you had the willpower to make it through. Yeah, you tore it again. You finished the game, and it's almost like at that point you got to kind of just keep on stepping. Like, you know what I mean? Just bow out. Like you got the chip. Like you announced it was your last run last year. Kind of you was like, hey man, going into the season's pretty much over. The season looked like a failure at one point when you tear your arm. It's like, damn, I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna have to like watch these dudes. Whatever happens, like probably not saying Super Bowl, but I'm probably gonna have to watch these dudes go to the playoffs. I'm not gonna be able to help. Right. And I don't see Brandon Graham as it's a win or a loss type of situation, but I see him as more like all right, I just can't help. So whatever happens, I'm kind of not gonna be a part of the situation. And then at some point you start, rehabbing and working out, and they like, hey, it's a possibility you're gonna play in the Super Bowl if they make it. And then you see the team start to rally. You see the team start to build steam. And the closer we get, you kind of hearing it a lot. You kind of seeing it. You kind of feel like, hey man, BG might play in the Super Bowl, bro.
Right.
Like he announced this as the last ride. Like this supposed to be the final hoorah. He gonna get to go out in the greatest game of his career. He might not be the biggest impact like he would have been if he played all 20 games. He gonna get in and he gonna play. And guess what? Everybody was having the same vision of what could happen if he get in. Like, what if he get another strip sack in this one? And it's like he go out on top. Like it's almost gonna be a storybook ending. And then he gets like a couple good plays in the Super Bowl, and you like, if we win this, like Brandon Graham goes down as like one of the top Eagles we've ever had in the building. Like,
Facts.
we win, and then you hear the news, and you're like, yo, OG, come on now. It's time to just hang it up. It's time to just let it go. Like, I love you to death. Like, I appreciate the story that you've put us through to get to where we at now. Like, just knowing what you've been through, how you possibly shouldn't have been an Eagle, how you could have been cut, how things should have worked out. They didn't work out that manner. You was able to really be effective, and it's like to see somebody grind through the mud to really get it the way he did is like really appreciate it. You're a 2-time Super Bowl champion. Like you a comeback player of the year. You like man of the year. Like it's so many things you've accomplished as an NFL superstar that's affected people's lives, man. Who gonna love them? I don't want to see you bury your legacy because you come back next year, you get hurt because it ain't even necessary. Like the ending is here.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the run we've been on, but it's time to let go.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, for all the older guys, man. Like, these guys that we got, like a guy that could come back as Zaya Rogers, a guy that could come back not come back, but that's there, like Keely Ringo, that Christian Parker even brought up when they were interviewing him, basically saying he's ready to play. Isaiah Rodgers, you got Eli Ricks still in the mix. And then we also could hit up the draft. We also could possibly get somebody in free agency. Who knows how the pendulum swings, but at the same time, I feel like that, Slade should have just bowed out. These guys should have just went on the high note, boom. And we could have got fresh new blood that's ready to win, that's going to help us get back to the promised land, because you can't say get over the hump anymore. But, to get back to the promised land, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be moves that's going to be made. We're going to talk about that. But I feel like that, all the older guys should have just bowed out gracefully and just have some new faces, new blood, new people that can immune to what Vic Fangio's trying to do, what Christian Parker like to do in the secondary. And, you already got guys in the building that's ready to play. So, put them in the fire, see what they can do. We still can make in-season trades. We can still see or sign people in August like we did CJ the first time. It's a lot of things that could happen. And that's why Howie Roseman said that we needed to be patient. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. But overall, man, I don't see BG coming back. I think that he needs to retire. We're going to have that speech, something else to talk about. I'm probably going to make a compilation because that was my guy. That's one of my favorite Eagles of all time. Because he is the embodiment, his body of work just screams Philadelphia, just blue collar and everybody's doubting you and you just come back stronger. And now you're a Super Bowl champion, not once but twice. And you helped with that, because a lot of people think that you didn't do nothing this Super Bowl. Just like, just live, coming off the live, watching the Super Bowl and being like, we won. They're like, oh, Saquon Barkley didn't even have to do nothing. I'm like, but Saquon Barkley did more than what you think. Like, you're not watching the game. You're just watching, oh, he's not breaking out for 70 points and stuff like that. Like, BG was doing stuff. He was getting pressures. They had to worry about. No, he didn't get the strip set, but Milton Williams did because of the pressures. So that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't think Sweat coming back.
No, Sweat not coming back. Sweat not coming back, man. He doing.
I think Beckton and Rodgers, the only two, got a chance to join this team again.
I think as soon as he threw on that Chris Long jacket, that joke, I said, yeah, he ain't coming back. I was like, because that's what happened. As soon as he threw that joke, nope. He about
A
money.
little sad because Sweat was like, he got the burning a little bit. I'm like, he just finna command too much.
He is.
If he do come back, I'll be shocked.
Because he gonna look at it like that's why I said these football players we on the outside looking in, and we're like, yo, Sweat, yes, it was slow pill, but this was like one of his best seasons overall. But at the same time, I'm like, he's gonna look at it like, all right, well, I was here with Hassan. I'm like, I don't want y'all to try to lowball me, or I'm not trying to go like you don't know if he's gonna go for that guaranteed money in the back end. You don't know if he's gonna go for stuff like that. You don't know if anything. Now, I will say that that's the move. Like if he doesn't get picked up, that should be the move. You know, because and we're gonna get into that too, because a lot of people. I did a poll about that as well. What's going on, Atlanta? I did a poll about the whole Myles Garrett thing, if we needed him or not, but we're gonna get into that. But Josh Sweat, I feel like that he's gonna want too much, and we can't be able to afford him because the number one suspect that we basically just signed, bald eagle himself. He was supposed to be here. He was supposed to be here, man. You know, him and his wife wanted to start build a family here, and they love it here. So, and just looking at what I could before we came on here, and the way he was just talking, like, "Yo, I love you boys. You know, just go out there and play. Let's fly around." Like just saying little things like that. I'm like, "Yo, that boy might mess around and get a C. He might get a C this year. He might." Because that's been all year. He's been talking like that all year. So I'm happy that Zach Baum is back for numerous reasons, not just because of the accolades that he did or whatever, but the Kobe D is not going to be here possibly until like we are deep into the playoffs or something like that. And then you got to break him up to speed. And then at that point, do you? But on top of that,
I think he gonna get a spot back. But hold on. Happy belated, Miss Ash. Even though I did tell you on Twitter, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday! I didn't know. Happy belated.
Happy belated. You know what I mean? Shout out to you.
Happy belated.
Man, that's my dog. Man. You know what I mean? Happy belated. But yeah, listen. I ain't even want to go to Bond first. You know I
was
headed,
segue.
You know I was headed to Saquon. I need to talk about the 20 M's a year that we can
get back to
greatest running back in Eagle history.
Could have been in history, but you know we had bigger fish to fry.
No, he is in history. He has the most rushing yards ever in an NFL season. He does, including playoffs.
Yeah,
I can care less about the regular season. Guess what? Eric Dickerson didn't get a Super Bowl. But guess what? The guy he beat out for it, though. The guy he beat out for it, Terrell Davis. He took the record. He got a Super Bowl.
That's what I said. He only one other running back does.
Yeah, so
only one.
Yeah, man, it's a nice feeling to see Zach Baum get that contract. He deserved it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't think I'm a math position when I do these, but I said 13 to 17 was kind of his range. And he fell right in that box. You know what I mean? I thought he would get paid in that range. I didn't think he was top 3, type 20 million. I didn't think they were going to give him 20. I haven't seen the cap breakdowns yet, but I'm pretty sure it's very affordable deal.
It is. And I like how it was broken up too. Next year is not going to really be that difficult to pay him.
I ain't seen the cap breakdowns yet. I want them to release it.
You didn't? Oh, I seen it. It says, hold on, I gotta pull it up.
I seen somebody put out like a guesstimate of what they thought it would be.
Like, do you think that was a guesstimate? Was it?
It's close.
Was it really
close? It's close. It looked like
because Majority of that. Yeah, the guarantee is going to be the guarantee.
Yeah.
But once 2028, 29 comes or 2028 come around, he going to do some restructuring, sure. But yeah, Zach Baum deserved it. Hopefully, he knows how much we needed him back because he's going to play better. Even if the stats don't show it, he's going to play better because he already been in the year with the system and he caught on with it quick, man.
Well, Gino was buns anyway, so we all knew that.
Yeah. Correct. Barkley too. Barkley's contract, good structure of that contract. I believe like if it's the way that the Zach Baum situation is, how they structured that contract with the stitching of Barkley, I think that combined both players that was impact players for us all last season. We only paying like what 11 to 12 million this year.
Well, Saquon doesn't. His money don't change.
No, we just had to extend it because after this season, we would have been right back into the drawing board with him and trying to see what
you
we
get
can do.
4 seasons before you touch him again.
Yeah.
He'll be out.
So that's going to be crazy, man. Because now, like how all Philadelphia Eagles content creators and everything, how they do, and the fan base is like, what if he get hurt again? And what if we shouldn't be thinking like that. We already said behind his line he gonna play the whole season, and he did. He got banged up, and it's football. You get banged up at the same time. Look, he almost broke record the main record that everybody wanted him to break in the season. But look, we ain't season team. We are we Super Bowl or bust basically. Yeah. Super Bowl or bust.
Yeah, Ash, I love that we stay away from that because that franchise tag is deadly money. I know people love it.
Yeah, man. You see, because I think that was a bad joint for T. Higgins and the Bengals. I ain't like that. That's not what Joe Burrow wanted. So he said he wanted to mimic kind of what the Eagles did.
They can't,
but that's not going to help.
They can't though. They already made the mistake of structuring one contract. Restructures can only move money. You can only move and fluctuate money from one year to the next and spread it out how you like to down the stream.
Right.
You can't change the current cap hit. You know what I mean, I can't go and restructure the cap hit I gave for this season. It's just they already made a mistake when they signed Burrow. And they set this deal up like a Jalen Hurts deal where you got 3 or 4 years of flexibility before you get into the flux of the money. And then by the time we get to the flux of the money, we already know what Howie's going to do. 2026, 2027, Jalen Hurts is going to be extended again.
We going to extend a couple people, man. The only reason why I do see, since we on getting contract extensions, the only reason why I do see them coming to the table for Goddard is because it saves them money now, and if they extend him, it saves them money now, and he has that rapport with Jalen Hurts. You want to keep that for at least another year.
We ain't on the same boat with that one.
No, I'm saying you want it for at least another year. I'm talking about after the season, then it's like, all right.
I think Goddard might be going this offseason.
I don't know. That'd be crazy if both of the people in that apartment is going.
Bro, listen to me. I was reading something today, and they said the Eagles, have been active at mini camp, and we've been at the combine, and we've sent guys out to all these other places, right? And it said a team that's losing defensive end help, Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham, and and possibly D tackle help and Milton Williams. We've only interviewed one defensive end. The whole stretch. It's Princely. But you know we've interviewed every tight end that's available in the draft.
Yeah, because he's sticking to the script. He's sticking to the script. The script is, Goddard is 30, and this is around the time where you got to find that replacement. And no, it doesn't mean trade with the Falcons.
We've been wanting to see that since he came in the league, Stu. We've been wanting to see that since he came in the league. He hasn't done it. At what point do you listen, guess what? There's no way to get that cap saving if he stay this year. If he stay this year, we lose that cap saving in 2026. In my opinion, if Howie is about to make a splash, which makes a little bit of sense. Makes a little bit of sense because he said there's gonna be some guys on this team. They're gonna be gone. Starters. And I don't think he was just talking about Josh Sweat and Milton Williams because guess what? He know the fan base in Philly is very smart. We know when players are gone and when players are staying. We know it, bro. Mentally, we know it, bro. Listen, me and you sat up here like Javon Hargrave gone. Kazir White gone. Marcus Epps gone. We said
we already know TJ.
James Bradbury is 50-50 if we couldn't save Chauncey Gardner. We knew it.
Yeah.
We
knew that.
You know what I mean? So we was like, so he know how we know things like this, bro. We know who coming and going. We knew Miles was gone. We knew Swift was a possibility gone. And then we sit here and it's like, okay, you said there's gonna be some people that the fan base don't want to leave. Okay, so most of the fan base has accepted Josh Sweat being gone, kind of accepted Milton, kind of accepted Schley. We was done with Bradley, we done with Maddox. Okay, those guys, boom, put them to the side. Who's left? Who's left?
I like where this is going because now I got a question for you.
Who's left? It's like, okay, it's two guys on that list, and I gotta be frank. I gotta be real. It's two guys on that list. It's Jordan Davis and his Dallas Goedert. And in my opinion,
that's where I was going to.
When you look at the list though, and you say, okay, who's more replaceable at this point? My opinion, bro, like being honest, you look at the draft, you're like, okay,
it's a lot of tight ends.
I got more tight ends than I got one techs. It's only like 2 or 3 one techs. And those dudes gonna be late rounders.
You can extend that. You can extend Jordan too. You can
get Jordan on the deal this offseason. So you look at it like this. He can set up a deal where you can set it up where a situation kind of like Jordan Davis can get a low contract. You know how he set up contract. You can get a deal where you can get low cap hits early in that contract where he got a 3-year deal. So to me, I'm kind of like Hamid, bro. Like that's where I'm at. Like you take that first rounder, you take the third rounder next year, take Dallas Goedert, and you call the Browns, bro.
I mean that's possible. That's possible. You could do it that way.
I don't think you need. Like somebody said, Trey Hendrickson. I don't think you need more than a 4th rounder for him, bro. I don't think his market is extremely high like that. Third rounder.
I can see that.
I
can see that because a lot of people are aiming for Myles Garrett, man. They are on this.
I don't think a lot of teams have the whole package that he's looking for though. The money, the capital, contender. I don't think a lot of teams have the 3. Like Buffalo has 2. They're contenders. They have the capital. They have the cap space.
Yeah.
I don't know if Detroit has the cap. They still have to pay Aiden Hutchinson. And with what Max Crosby just did to the market, I don't know if you bring in a Myles Garrett and you pay him. When I look at it, it's really to me down to one team. I don't think the other team is going to go all in on that, even though it's been reported. But I don't think we're gonna give up no future players, bro. I think we're gonna give up Goddard, a first and a third, and the Jets third next year. That'll be the third we give.
Yeah,
Jets third next year. Our first this year. Dallas Goddard. I think we get the deal done. I think that's worth it because I think in the second round you can get a talented tight end. You can get Hara Fanning. You can get a few guys in that second round that Mason Taylor. If you like him, you can get some guys in that second round that can bring the same impact, and you don't have to get rid of a guy like Calcaterra. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's what it worked out at. You can't trade Dean, to be honest.
No,
you can't trade him until he can pass a physical.
They're not going to trade him though. I ain't even reading that. Well, what's up, bro?
Soon as I read the first person that said Vama, okay, whatever. You got it.
No, but
I wish we could get rid of Huff.
You can't.
Can't.
No, you can't. You gotta eat that. Pause. You got to.
That's one of the ones that you gotta take on the chin. You know what I mean, chin check.
Yeah, you got to. Because at the end of the day, who knows how Huff gonna come back? That Super Bowl run probably inspired him from the sideline. You don't know. That's what I'm like. He gotta be here for at least one more year. But this Myles Garrett thing, man, like I'm gonna ask y'all in the comments, and you, do we need Myles Garrett?
No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't need him.
I know he'll make us better, of course. If we everybody will come.
You don't get this opportunity though. You don't get.
Yeah.
But you don't get 73-9 Golden State opportunities to bring in Kevin Durant. You just don't get those opportunities, bro.
You don't.
I'm not doing this for Jigga.
Jigga.
You don't get those opportunities come out for Super Bowl where a guy like Trey Hendrickson or Myles Garrett or any of those guys that sit at the door and you like, I can get an elite guy to add to my already elite line. And he willing to come in. He willing to be a team player because he want gold.
Right.
Like, come on, man.
Hamid. I would rather Huff that didn't do anything crazy this year to celebrate than that guy that we played against, that team that was on our 2018 team that flat out and said, I still would want that Super Bowl to be mine. Like he didn't win either. Whatever. I would rather that.
Kick rocks.
But yeah, I would rather Huff be celebrating this championship. He was on the roster. You know, just like you could say the same thing about James Bradbury. We didn't know nothing until the reports came out about James Bradbury. You know what I'm saying? DV, we go back to the championship game easily with Myles. Like, do we know that for sure? No, because now, like, think about it. You just said.
I'm saying yes. I'm saying yes.
No, bruh, listen.
Who's good, bro? Listen, no. You be logical with me. Who the hell Listen, we ain't doing the injury thing, so we don't do that on.
No, I'm not talking about that.
We're not doing the injury thing. So
I'm not talking about that.
This is obviously barring injury. Who the hell is stopping the Eagles? They're already with an elite roster. You add a 17+ sack guy and Jalen Carter. No,
I'm not saying. I am not saying that we won't have a 1+ defense. I'm not saying that at all. But you just said that we have to give up a starter. I don't think Dallas Goedert would be enough of a starter to trade to the Browns realistically.
I do.
I don't think so.
They're not looking for nobody they got to sign the big contracts. They're trying to dump money. So they're not taking in somebody on the last year they deal. So guess what? You take Jordan Davis in, you got to pay Jordan. Dallas, you at least get a run.
Yeah. Next question. Let's say the trade happens, right? And Myles Garrett is an Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Does he restructure?
He already said he will.
Like what kind of restructure?
I seen it on video. He said, I will restructure to make it worth the team bringing me in. Bro, like if you ain't watched our boys yet, Philly Film Room already broke it down. He already did the whole contract.
I watched that. I was just asking like the what's it called? Because
to me,
I was just asking the chat.
He breaking it down, bro. He gonna come in and be like, hey, look, I want to win. Howie, get the contract done. We rocking.
Because the way it was looking, number wise, he was saying if he was a free agent, I'm just paraphrasing because of what I saw. The way the roster, I'm not scheduled.
Contract,
the salary would be the contract.
It'd be hard to sign him as a free agent.
Yeah, because you got to pay him like $60 million guaranteed.
Yeah. But with the 2 years he has left on the contract, you could throw the options. You could throw the bonus options in those first 3 years of the contract without having to give like a bulk of the contract up front. Yeah, he willing to make it work, bro. He come in, bro. Listen. Hey, listen.
No. If he come in, we got a higher chance. I lie to you now. I know that. But what I'm saying is,
I know how our fan base is. Though. They love Goddard, so it's like hearing that name being popped up is like, come on, bro. He top talent. I'm like, do you want top talent? That I mean, let's be honest, DV. We gotta sit here and be like, possibility missing 4 games next year. Or
it's consistently that.
Or do we get the top talent that makes Jalen Carter better, makes Nolan Smith better? He makes a guy like Jaleel Hunt better. You can't get the one-on-ones. You can't get the opportunity to sit back there and not get the ball off. Like I really believe, like,
yeah.
And listen, if it like to be honest, if it came down to them asking for the young pass rushers, I think that Howie is going to try to do whatever he can to keep his guys off the table.
Right.
And, so, I think it's an opportunity, man. You know what I mean? But if they do start Jaleel Hunt this, or I don't think Jaleel Hunt has as much capital as the Eagles believe they have.
No.
I don't believe Nolan Smith even has the capital that. Because some people are like, oh, they got Nolan. No, Nolan is first round talent. I was like, bro, if somebody traded for Nolan right now, they wouldn't give us the first round.
No,
they're not.
He's more like 4th or 5th,
and maybe 2nd or 3rd because he's young, and he's on a rookie deal, so he's affordable. But
probably 3rd. Yeah,
I think if I'm not mistaken, bro, I think at pick 64, if we do have Myles Garrett, the pick, probably tight end. The same way we did in 2018. The same exact move, like almost identical. We traded 32 back to let the Ravens draft Lamar Jackson. And with the 2nd round pick, the Philadelphia Eagles select Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, Grant does have to work on blocking. He need to go to Stoutland University a little bit to really focus on blocking. You know he can catch.
Bro, you be reading. Bro, I said that to
No, I'm going off of Miss Ashton.
I said that to Cool Cat on Monday. I was like, instead of him working on his pass catching this year, Calcaterra need to call Stout. Work on that blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is a willing blocker, but he be getting folded, flipped.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he looked like Y'all boy, the boy that y'all named earlier, he look like him against Becton. Every play, he get pancake. That's what they called it, pancake. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the time that they're going to go after a tight end.
What's going on with your boy Will?
I don't know, man. I'm not reading that, bro. Like, yo,
like the man been talking in whatever language that is.
He got to put the drink down. He got to put the drink down.
I hope you know what he's doing. You're not. Okay.
Yeah, Dallas could be on the books. A lot of people was trying to find ways that we could get rid off of that Buff contract, and I'm like, it's no way. It's no way. Without taking a dead hit. And we need money to sign these.
The only time you really get off of him is next year. And then it's still hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. It does hurt.
I mean, hey man, we had the best spot right now, man. I think we've done some things to solidify some of the players. I think Cam is probably next up. Cam and Beck, depending on how it works out with like cap and stuff, I think Cam and Beck then probably be signed before we hit Monday.
He gonna take care of the trenches next. He is just so to free up money. He gonna take care of.
I think Cam free up a few $1 million too.
Yeah.
Do you see them giving Jalen Hurts an extension? I seen somewhere where like I don't think it clears up money this year, but I think it clears up money next year, like $30 million.
I thought about it. I thought about that too. Like if they do that, he just ride it out, and he already an Eagle great to me. He already Eagle great to me. Just like I feel like Saquon Barkley, just 1 year alone. Like I feel like he could be an Eagle great.
I think Jalen Hurts might be the.
Yep. They ain't ready to have that conversation yet because, the
best quarterback in Philadelphia Eagle history.
They're not ready to have that conversation yet because, according to Jigga, man, he's just a winner. He's an elite winner. You call my man Jimmy Butler. Like, what?
He has the accomplishments. He has the playoff wins. And he has the Lombardi. That guy, the guy that wear 5 that y'all love to, stand up and give round of applause to. He failed you. Then he didn't get you back. It took Nick Foles and Carson Wentz, 13 years senior of that playoff game, of that Super Bowl debacle, for us to get back and get a win. And then Jalen Hurts said, not only in 2023 when we lost, he said it changed his soul. A big part of that made me really feel a different way about him was today. It even moved me. It moved me even higher. I think it might be a gap now. I think he might have gapped him, DV. I think it was like this at first. It was like close. I think when I seen that, it gapped him. Because when that man said, Sirianni, are you sure? You sure? And then he walked over to Saquon. He said, if we was in Philly, I wouldn't have let that slide. He basically said, if we was in the link, I would have bust their ass. I wouldn't have let them get up out of here with no 20 whatever. No. We would have went back in there and we would have beat them to sleep. Because I still feel some way about how they did me in the last Super Bowl. See, when he first said, DV, it changed his soul, I didn't really feel it. I'm like, what you mean it changed your soul? When I see him talking to Sirianni, then I see him talking to the boys, and then Smitty say, so kicking when they down? He was like, I'm saying, like, they didn't give basically, they didn't give a damn about kicking us when we was down. They wore them 0 sack. They wore them 0 sack shirts, didn't they?
They did.
Schuster shot
that's
at
why,
didn't
and that's the only reason why I didn't really have a problem with what CJ had on his shirt because what they were doing, and of course it was football related. But look, kind of his shirt was too. It was just funny.
It's like, bro, it's almost like
when I heard him say that, bro, I got chills. Bro. I got chills right now saying it again. Like it's like mentally, he was like, I ain't. You know how you see the fights and they like, buddy, like he slumped out, but dude's still on top of him, like, I told you next time. That's how Jalen wanted to do it. And Sirianni was like, nah, Jalen, come on, bro, we done. And it's like, nah, I want to stomp him out. But you gonna have that conversation. I'm not. Listen, me. I ain't gonna say the word, but you know, please.
Hey, Jigga, man, how was it clunky this year? How was it clunky last season? Besides the turnovers, I gave you the turnovers, and that could have been a multitude of things. But how was it like that this year? How? Because Howie Roseman Hurts decisive is elite.
And I can listen. See. I can go on a tangent, but that's not where we at right now.
I'm not trying to.
Every time I like sit back,
I'm just reading his comments.
And I look at like the background, and I see my quarterback like holding that trophy, like staring at it with a little smile. I'm just like, how can I let Jigga, who I know is trolling me in the comments, he got a smile on the other end of his phone right now, laughing at me, waiting for us to crash out on him, because that's what he does.
Yeah, I was this close. I just asked him a question
because he incites violence on that dude named Dan Sileo.
Yeah, he do. We ain't Danny.
You won't get me there. You won't have me out here, Danny.
No, you ain't clipping me.
No,
you gonna.
Eagle girl, what's good?
We got too many things to be concerned about and all that, to be talking about my quarterback not elite. Like we didn't just see what he did, you know. We didn't see this. Like, we didn't see this. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
We didn't see. He grew right before our eyes, bro, and not because of the talent that he already had. The stuff that he incorporated in his arsenal along the way through different coordinators. Bro, come on, man. And then they would say, that's a question. Do you think that was Howie Roseman call to get Zach Baum back? Or do you think Vic had an influence in it?
50-50. I'm pretty sure he was sitting down at the table and said, all right, I want to bring Zach Baum back, but hold on real quick. Vic.
Right.
Hey, man, we sitting down right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting down with the people at the office, and we just trying to figure out
right,
what we doing with Zach Baum. All right, we're going to get the deal done then. All right. Talk to you later. Cool. All right. Get his people on the line. See what the number is. We're gonna get it worked out.
Because, and that's what I'm saying. I think Vic had a major part of that, because all you hear on the radio up here is, how he's learning his lesson. He's signing this guy, whatever like that. But you're not thinking that.
It's not a lesson though, DV. If you really look at it, name the linebacker that produced at this level, or even close to this, that deserved a contract.
Yeah, no.
Since Trotter, let's go back all the way.
Since Trotter,
you can't even really find one. Like the last linebacker that got paid was Nigel Brodham.
Yeah, Brodham.
Do you remember that? Do you remember what that contract was?
That was 5 years.
How much?
I forgot the
$40 million, bro.
Yeah.
So really think about what linebacker did we have that how we should have like broke his neck to pay? I don't even know what he's talking about, but okay.
I told you a Cowboys fan, man.
Hold on now. But I mean, he said Mike out of nowhere. Did he get paid?
I'm trying to see. Hopefully. See, he would have sent it to the group chat.
But
he would have sent it to the group chat.
But what I was saying though. God damn it, he threw me off.
Like, what linebacker we should have paid that we had an opportunity to pay? Because I know it's going to be 1,000 TJ Edwards in the comments.
It was TJ Edwards. It was I wouldn't say Kaiser.
You want
to say
you want to pay no back?
I don't know.
I just don't know. I don't know who we were supposed to pay. Like, I don't know the linebacker that was here that Howie should have broke his neck to get on the team.
I don't think that's probably why, because he probably thought that they were just replaceable. And all he wanted to do was focus on the trenches, which got us wins, got us to the playoffs.
Baum made the impact Edwards made in his whole career here in 8 games.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know who we should have signed. Like, I just don't know the quarterback, the linebacker that we was like they like how we don't pay linebackers. And then you look at the list of linebackers and you like this DV. You like, dang, they really wasn't that good to sign in the first place.
One of the beat writers already saying what's going to happen with Dallas Goedert. Like, everybody's talking about it, but hey
man, y'all get off my wave.
All the beat writers saying it.
Y'all trying to follow me. Hey man, listen. If you go tune in to Inside the Nest, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and leave a comment. I'm just saying,
but no,
you gonna tap in with us?
It really. Oh no, that's not them. I'm talking about beat writers on Twitter. But I do think that the linebackers really wasn't a thing until we stopped. Well, right now I feel like that Jordan Davis played a big part of the stopping the run. With the steps that he does get.
I told somebody in the chat, they said, "Man, we could trade Jordan Davis who wouldn't hurt." I said, "Bro, there's many teams right in the NFL that are struggling stopping the run. And they can't find a Jordan Davis.
Right.
Do you know how fast Howie's phone would start ringing if he opened up that door for Jordan Davis right now? Do you know what Jordan Davis would get paid after one season with another team when he greatly improves their run defense in the matter of 17 games? They're going to go from wherever they're at least up 5 or 6 spots. So a ranked 19 team probably going to be, somewhere to, 13 to 10 range as a defense. Like, he's going to come in and make a great difference, and then somebody's going to pay him.
Yeah.
To me, the place where affordability is here. We got the best leverage to keep him paid, to get him paid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think he'll take
But all those guys, like all the Georgia Dogs, they play well with one another. Like, it's going to take some time for Jordan Davis to get into rhythm with the guys around him. Like, they played championship ball together in college, and then they come here playing championship ball together. So, yeah, I think it's going to take a little bit. I'm not saying that he's not going to have an impact. I'm just saying it's going to take a little bit, Whereas though here, he knows where his guys going to be. He's going to know what to look for. So
I don't think it's going to take Jordan Davis a minute, DV. I think it takes a team a minute to realize Jordan Davis isn't a 40 snap guy a game.
Yeah.
His effectiveness starts to dwindle when he's way in the snaps. And it even took Vic a minute to be like, hold on. When I play him 30, 40 snaps, in the fourth quarter, we starting to give up the run. I'm going to pay him less snaps in the early quarters. I'm going to use him in the fourth quarter to stifle the run. And guess what he does? Look, guess what he does in the Super Bowl? You put him in, actually 2 times. 2 playoff in the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl. You put him in late game scenarios. He's gassed up. Sack. in the NFC Championship on Jaden Daniels, who's supposed to be supposedly an elite escaper.
Mm-hmm.
He's holding up his block in the Super Bowl. He sees Patrick Mahomes sack because he has energy in the late games. I think, you know what I mean. I think, to me, I made a big move, man. Hold on. I gotta show you this, man. I ain't talking about it for no reason. Let me right back.
Yeah, 4 years, a 4-year joint. But no, one of those years we gonna pick up that 5th-year option. Jigga. Pick up that 5th-year option. You gonna pick up that 5th-year option on JD? Oh, you got it. Okay.
What's up, man? You know what I mean? I've been supporting JD for some time. And now support will be all next season, man. We gonna rock out, man. I had to do it though, man. You know what I mean? I told you I wanted the Black Jordan Davis last year, 2023. Finally got it. I think we declined that 5th-year option.
You think so?
How we don't use it? How we like to pay?
Yeah, he did that with Smitty.
He like to pay.
And he just
that 5th-year option.
Did that with Smitty, and he did it with somebody else too.
He do it with all
recently.
He don't really take them 50 yards, man. He move on. If he not gonna pay you, then he gonna move on. You know that 50 yards.
So y'all, so if Slay, because a lot of people think he could come back, which is a possibility, but I don't think, with the money that he's probably asking for, I don't think they're willing to match that, especially off of just 1 year. They did it for BG because that was BG. And Kelsey the year before. But let's just say Slay doesn't come back.
You forgot one.
Who? Fletch too. Let's just say he doesn't come back. Isaiah Rodgers is out there, but we still got Kelly Ringo. What do you do there?
But I believe I know personally, right? Us as Eagle fans, we look at our guys first. We see the guys that played here last season.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe we have an experienced cornerback coach, an experienced DC.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not 100% sure that they're not going to bring back these guys. So it could be Isaiah Rodgers. It could be Ringo. But, bro, would you be surprised if they reached outside the building to find a cornerback to come in?
That's where I think the back door going to come from. I think a lot of people is on this Myles Garrett trip, and I think it's going to be like, all right, plan B, and then go straight to that.
But the cornerback market is messed up, DV. I don't think you got to give up.
No, I'm talking about
cornerback.
I'm talking about a trade, though.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I think the cornerback market is kind of skewed a little bit. Look at what Marshawn Lattimore went for.
That's Marshawn Lattimore, though.
But he's still considered one of the top in the league at the time.
Yeah, so was James Bradbury, though.
I mean, we did get offered a pretty good penny before he fell off.
I guess.
So I'm just saying, I don't like Jair Alexander or none of those guys like that, but wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, Stu was just talking about him. He said
I wouldn't be surprised though.
I like him, but he's injury prone as well.
Yeah, but
I want guys.
We've spoken what our team does for teams for players with injuries.
Yeah.
They told us. Listen, they told what they told me and you all season, DV, about Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what the dude's name was. He was in here Saquon ain't gonna play nothing but 11 games.
They all said it. They was like Saquon is going. I said, look, you had to look at the turf that he was playing on. You had to look at that offensive line he was playing on. And Daniel Jones is not really a threat. He's not really a threat like Jalen Hurts is, and nobody wanted to believe it. Then we had coaches that actually cared. They didn't just say hand the ball to Saquon, let him do whatever, and then when he got hurt, they're just like, all right, we take it. Come on, man.
That's goofy. But I wouldn't be surprised if I don't know what the cornerback market looking like, but I think some of these guys are gonna get cut. Like I know a lot of the fans are just like stuck on the two people because they was in the house. And it's like either or, almost like a situation where you like we taking Isaiah Rodgers or Keely Ringo, but like when you think about Howie Roseman, you got to think about he always looking to get better. If the opportunity presents itself for a cornerback that he feels is sub elite, he's gonna bring him in.
But I mean, you'll be in the same situation if you bring in, like, say they traded for like an Asante Samuel Jr.
Woo!
Now the boy is not a great tackler, but he can play.
Yeah, but you know we do it. You know what we do with subpar tacklers over here. We changed it.
Well, Vic will.
Yeah,
I guarantee
that's what I'm saying. Vic gonna change that.
Yeah,
Christian
he got
fit.
He got fitted because look, we about Super Bowls over here, so we try to get back to keep them things stacked up, and then windows open, wide open. Pause, but the windows open. But what if that's the case?
I was a good judge of character.
So what if that's the case though? Like they go after cornerback, like you said, go outside, but then they find a way to bring back, like, let's just say Sweat, infected, and then we chilling because the rest is like rookies and stuff. You be good.
I mean, you get to keep your first. So
now you starting off. Yeah, you do. You get to keep your first. Now you're starting off the season with Zach Baum and Trot Jr. possibly at the linebacker position, but Zach Baum would be the green dot, and he's familiar with it.
I ain't gonna say I'm gonna be 100% excited, but I'm gonna be intrigued to see how it plays out. Because obviously you're gonna have. I mean, at some point, bro, the young guys got to get on the field. So
and that's what I'm saying.
You got experience back end, and you working in one linebacker compared to multiple pieces. Then I think you can make it work. Obviously, the first round pick turns back into D line at that point. You go get a guy. You go get the best guy available at 32 if you still got it available or whatever Howie wants to do with the pick. But when I look at like all the scenarios, it's just like Howie has never had this opportunity at the winner.
No, Jigga, you don't move Coop outside, dog. You don't do that.
Nah, I'm leaving Coop where he at.
Yes.
He's so valuable to the defense right there, bro, with what teams like to do. If you bring in you open up a wound by moving him outside. I don't think he can't play outside, but like personally, I think what he does inside really takes away like a lot what teams like to do. And this guy outside, he's not gonna be able to follow like he does inside.
Emmanuel Ocho, right, really believe that he's like an Eagles insider now. Like he feels like since he's talking to these players, right? And he said this about Coop, talking about he's outside now, he got to go against dogs. And I said, what do you think he goes through in the slot? Because they move these guys around. It's not just CD. It's everybody. Armand St. Brown is a guy that he got to go against. He got to go against these guys. It's not just that. He talking about he got to go against Justin Jefferson. They move. We 2 years ago they was like the most motion team. The Vikings. And
I'll take two unknowns than one liability.
Yeah. Yeah, because we've been through that already with that crazy like rotation of slot receivers that we had 2 years removed.
I'm cool. Bring back. Listen, you gonna bring in a new guy? Do that, whatever.
We already
Ringo. You
we already know who's going to come back. We already know who's going to come back on a vet minimum. So let's get those guys out the way now.
Who come back on a vet minimum? Orrin
Burks. I wouldn't be mad at that at all, especially how he played this year. I want to see it again. But what's your call going to be on the practice squad?
Who?
Nicholas Morrow.
I don't care about that.
He gonna be on the practice squad. Yo, bro, you about to get muted for like 5 minutes, bro. Like you tripping.
Listen, bro. I read like half of it and be like, all right, I'm lost, confused.
We know, cool, great inside. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Keep him there, man. Because he kind of almost like that third linebacker at times.
I believe
So keep
him inside with a young trot or whoever's outside.
Mm-hmm.
It creates a like a safety point. All right, I know I got Coop inside. I can feel comfortable with Coop. Like putting them outside and putting somebody else inside, learning that communication. We watch Maddox, the communication in the slot, really be detrimental to our defense. You need somebody in that slot who can communicate what's going on between the receivers and pass things off. And he's kind of like a air traffic control. He's passing things off. He's letting the linebackers know what's coming their way. He's keeping everybody on their toes. I'd rather Coop inside with the knowledge of the defense and being able to move things around than have him way outside and he's stuck. There's no movement. There's no adjusting. Once you outside, like Slay and like Q, where you at? They really know like wiggle room of where I can be, what I can do. Coop outside, don't get a pick six in the Super Bowl.
Do y'all think? Do y'all think that they would? Slay's not here. Would they flip and put Q on that side, and then whoever else on the opposite side?
I don't know, because I'm probably, but it's like it also depends on like because like I think Q played that side in college if I'm not mistaken. So it might be getting to that point where cornerbacks are almost like DNs, where it's left and right instead of like cornerback 1 and 2. It's more like left outside, right outside. And maybe Q is better on the one side, but we'll see though. I think it's a possibility he get moved to the other side because teams aren't playing wide receiver 1 is at X position anymore. Wide receiver 1 can be in multitude of places.
Right.
Slot, running back, tight end, tight, like left, right, like it could be in the multitude. Like back in the day, yeah. When we was watching football when we was kids, yeah. Wide receiver 1 was more than likely going to be to the right-hand side of the quarterback in the X position. Man, you look up now, wide receiver 1 might be in the backfield. He might be next to the tight end. He might be doing a Tyreek Hill and ducking behind the offensive line. Like, he could be at Y. He could be at X, slot. So, I mean, I don't know if he has to move, but it looks like we'll see. But I think it's getting to that point though, DV. I might be wrong, but it's getting to the point where like, which side do you play better as a cornerback? And we're gonna line you up on those sides.
Jigga, that's the smartest thing you said. That's the smartest thing you said in the comment section. If Q gets better at tracking the ball, look out. That's the smartest thing you said. Like all night.
Is he bad at tracking or is he bad at like once he gets there completing the catch? Because I've seen good tracking from him.
I've seen
bad catching from him though.
It was
like that play against Buddy on the Falcons, bro. That should have been pick six.
No, stop reading, bro.
Reading what? I was reading
Smitty
Q versus Evans round 2 gonna be lit.
Yeah, I know how I went on because I promise you, if they bring him back, I'm going off. I do not want him back on the team and being on some type of rotation. But see, that's the whole thing too, because they got you. Who you think I'm talking about?
He said Quilla. I don't even want to talk about the other dude.
Because I'm thinking like,
don't bring.
How are they going to?
Don't bring up Ford.
No, I'm not. You know what I'm talking about, though. I'm just thinking about that position, whereas though that Coop needs a breather. Who's that backup guy?
You draft the guy
that they trust. They trust.
But free agency gonna be active. He said he's not gonna make any he said he's not gonna make no crazy moves. So you can see him bringing in some depth. I can see Fangio or Christian or some of these guys that's been on some other defensive rosters, seeing some of the guys that they know that fit the mold of what we're trying to do here, and having to bring them in as depth, man. Like, you got a different defensive staff, so the reach is a little different. I think our biggest issue in more of a 2023 to me, DV, is when we ran into a problem to bring guys in. We brought guys in we had no idea about.
No, we had idea, but we didn't know it was gonna work.
No. We had ideas because what we watched on tape, but I'm saying our organization, the people that were on the staff had no idea who they were bringing in. They had no idea who they were working with. They had no idea. They just they bringing in this guy, and we've heard so much about Kevin Byard. We've heard so much about Shaq Leonard. We've heard about Robert Quinn, but they didn't know the guy. They just heard
about like that name.
But no, I'm just saying.
I made a whole video. I made a whole video about Robert Quinn. So I was like, yeah, man, we got him. You know how many sacks he had for the Bears? And he come in looking like the old head down the street drinking a 40. I was so mad because I piped it up too. I piped it up. I was heated, bro.
But nobody knew though. Nobody knew who Robert Quinn was. Fangio wasn't here to tell you who Robert was. So it was a situation where I believe right now, if you ask Fangio, hey man, would you have brought Robert Quinn in 2023? And he'd probably be like, no. It wasn't working.
Yeah, he probably would.
So it's a situation like that where I think us having a new staff, a better staff inside the locker room, I think you have a better outlook on who's worth bringing in and who's work wittable, and you know some of the coaches around the league who got some respect for you. So if you ask them on a truthful level, and we looking at this guy you cut, did you cut him because he can't play, or did you cut him because you needed room on your roster for somebody else? Can I bring him in? I think Clint Hurt, I think Fangio, Christian, Bobby, I think those guys around the league have enough respect amongst other staff members, other defensive staff members. They made that call and had a conversation with a guy that worked with them. They would get an honest answer. I don't think we had that in 2023. I don't think nobody respected Sean Desai enough. If you made a phone call, he was able to get insight. I don't think Matt Patricia had the pull he had anymore to call somebody and get pulled. I just don't think Jeremiah could have called anybody and got it. I still don't think he can. He's still on our team as a Super Bowl winner now, but I just don't think they had the pull in that years to do that. I think now you got the opportunity with some guys to do something. And Jigga, the reason we didn't lose defensive players is Howie Roseman did something very smart. And I don't know if it was like a Fangio thing because it seemed like an old time trick, but he added a small title in each one of their names where the only way to get an interview with them is DC or head coach.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Dude. That's smart, bro.
I mean, those positions, like I said, those positional players, and even on the offensive side, it matters, man. It matters, especially when not so much the offense because the offense is so talented. And I knew they would figure it out. It was the defense that they're young and everything like that. You're like, we don't know what we're going to get, and then we don't know how they're going to react to Vic. And they all said the right stuff. Like, hey, we like how he coaches. We like how he, he's not no kiss ass, basically. Regardless if you make a certain amount of money, you could be benched. You see what happened to Huff. Let Slade would have been on that play stuff. not wanting to tackle, not wanting to do stuff. I'm pretty sure that he probably would have been benched too. You know, my man Dave, shout out to him. He was basically saying, Isaiah Rodgers was going to start before he got hurt, and then Q was actually put in as a starter. I think what happened was, I said what occurred was Q said he don't care where he at. He was open to all opportunities and being willing to, and I guess that was the best setup with him and Slay. When Isaiah Rodgers probably was in, yes, he made plays. I'm not saying, he didn't do no pass breakups and stuff like that, but I feel like Q edged him. I don't think it was the fact that he got hurt that gave Q that opportunity. I think it was more so that Q just edged him because he was hungry and he wanted it more. I don't think so. But he thinks that it was more so because of the injury of Isaiah Rodgers. Isaiah Rodgers would have started with Slay. And I'm like, that wouldn't have been the right fit.
That'd have been something we had to figure out. Like, a Mattis being in the fold. I mean, it just had to organically work out like it did. But your boy Will.
No, look, man. I just ignore that boy,
man. He low key funny. The last one
said, that's what he do, man.
The last one was kind of funny. I was like, all right, you kind of hit.
That's what he do, bro. That's what he do, bro. He draw. But that's one of the guys I'm on my other channel with. Check that out. Where y'all can. But we're gonna be talking about everything that's going on with, because Cowboys fans, so we gotta talk about that too. We gotta talk.
Stop.
Yo, that you see, I hate how he patted the ball down. Like, he didn't like a football move enough like that. It was almost like, stop hitting me. Like, it was like
what baby mad was Christian was like, that's what you here for. That's what you here for.
He did say that. That's what he here for, man. You heard, man.
Not Christian. Why you lying to that man?
Yo, if Christian want him back, no, I'm just trying to make you mad now. I ain't gonna do that.
Hey,
I ain't gonna do that.
And why you lying to that man?
Yeah, look, man.
At one point, listen. At one point, yes, that's what you was here for. And then we see you ask that man in Tampa about Fortnite, and everything went out the window.
Hold on, let me do the voice. He said, hey, man, you still play Fortnite?
Yeah, bro, I got you, bro.
He said, bro, I got you. He said, oh, yeah, you do? All right.
I ain't gonna lie. I'd have been low-key upset.
I was mad. Because I'm how you...
No. Not about him asking about the Fortnite. Like, he'd have been like, yeah, bro, I got you, bro. You know what I mean? I still...
Yeah. Like, bro, you see me online. You see me online, bro.
you been playing all this time.
Mm-hmm.
And you hit me with the invite. Oh yeah, you a green bean. You a green bean. Oh yeah. I
would turn right up just off of that.
Look, I'd have been like, you know what, Mike? I don't even want to play no more.
No, it ain't even that. I would have turned up just off of that. Like, yeah, all right, but. Hamid, I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying that, man. Man, you shout out to everybody that come and support, man.
Yeah, we got 110 people in here right now. So
come on, man. Like, y'all know what to do, man. Y'all gotta come to both channels. Like, comment, subscribe, check us out. We got multiple shows. And the draft is coming up. The free agency is coming up, man. We gonna be working, man. I've been falling off a little bit, man, because I've been under the weather, and then my car went down. But I'm getting back to the swing of things. Man. But yeah, man, you got to like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube side. You can follow us on Twitter since y'all on the Twitter side. But YouTube, you get a lot more, especially because we're both monetized as well. So you get a lot more incentives for clocking in with us every week and dinging that bell for notifications. We say this every year, Hamid. How this is Howie's season. He told y'all to be patient. He told y'all to be patient, man. I feel like it's going to be a splash, but I feel like it's not going to be the splash that everybody's looking for. I don't think it's going to be there. I think he's going to end up somewhere that it's going to look good on paper, but it's not going to hit the same. I can see him going to the Bills. I see Miles going to the Bills. It depends. I don't know. I don't want to hear nothing about no Joey Bosa either on this podcast, my podcast, any podcast. I don't want to hear nothing about no Joey Bosa. I think Joey Bosa is going to go with his brother. And I think Devontae Adams is going over there as well.
I know you said the Buffalo Bills. They're negative $8.6 million in cap.
Well, never mind. Never mind. It's
just working out that.
Hold on. You want to wait too?
Huh?
You want to wait too?
What?
Well, Myles Garrett coming here. Okay.
Man, listen. I love you, Goddard. I love that first round pick. I love that the Jets gave me a third first time ready. But if all of it plays out to be Myles Garrett, boy. Listen. Do you know what teams would do? Like, they see us on the schedule, like not even. Let's take the offense off the board. Zero out the offense. Zero them out. We ain't even gonna talk about Jalen, AJ, Saquon, Devontae Smith, none of that. We're gonna leave that alone. Offensive line out the picture. Do you know what another offense says when they look at the roster and they're like, we got Quinyon, Zach Baum, Myles Garrett, Jalen Carter, bro. Oh my God.
Right.
And then they got CJ them on the back. Man, come on, bro. There's no way.
But it's not even that. And this is why, like I said, I'm not against Myles Garrett, but I'm already prepping myself just in case it doesn't happen. But if it does happen, you know how great it's going to make Morrow Jones, guys like that's in for snaps. That's going to be insane, bro.
You say what now? The snaps?
No, I'm saying Morrow Jomo. Like, you know how great it's going to make them look, because they're going to draw a double T.
He's gonna jump right in Milton's spot, almost flawless.
Yeah. Don't. What you think about that? Hamid is trying to keep us talking, but what about Sensei? What about Sensei, bro?
He can stay in Japan being Samurai Jack. I'm cool.
What about Sensei?
Guess what? He could have been here for $22 million a year.
Yep, he definitely could have.
We tried to pay him. Tell Kimo Sabi Reddick.
Right.
Time.
Right.
If we bring him back, it'll be for the practice squad because he didn't get signed nowhere for months. And he needed friends. I'm cool, man. You know what I mean? Bruce Leroy Reddick, Hassan Chan, you know, whatever he goes by these days, I'm cool, bro. Like, I ain't got no disrespect to Reddick. Like, when he was here, you know, he did his thing, but to go out there and do backflips because he came back, I'm not doing it, man. Especially after the reports we heard after the 2023 season, basically saying like he was going against what the coaches said. He wasn't bought in. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of abandoning ship. He was leaving guys on the island so he could try to go get sacked. I'm not with it, man. Master Splinter Reddick can stay over there in Japan with his clog shoes on and his Kimosabi robe and keep doing his acting thing, man. I think he gonna be really good in that new Samurai Jack movie. I mean, I think he'll be really good.
What if it's Myles? What if he said, "Look, this will look different"? He is Myles Garrett, right? Let's just say Dallas Goedert's the trade piece. Myles Garrett, we get a tight end. in the draft and got Greg Cockatera right now as our number one. And then he say, all right, he brings back Hargrave. Would you like that?
To me, to be honest, bro, like Javon Hargrave as a depth piece on this team would be fine.
That's what I'm saying.
I know a lot of people like mad at like his injuries and stuff like that, but him as like a rotational D tackle, him coming in and pretty much playing Moro Jomo role from last year, where you're pretty much a situational pass rusher. You're coming in. Jordan Davis is going to take up all the rundown. You don't have to play any of those downs anymore. You know, in 2022, 2023, he was playing those downs and he was getting exposed. I think you bring him in, bro. You kind of extend his season, because even the 49ers thought he can come over there and play the snap. They even thought he can come over there and be like 50% of the snap type guy. And to me, he's the second long, third down, passing down D tackle who comes in. He applies the pass rush. He's able to get to the quarterback. He's able to frustrate him. I think that's his best role. And he got paid to be a 3-down D tackle by the 49ers. We told them all that he couldn't stop the run. So, I mean, depending on how he comes back healed, depending on how he is, coming back off his injury, whatever, how effective he is, I think it could work out for us. But I'm not advocating for Hargrave to be back. I'm not advocating. I'm not one of those fans, DV, where I'm like, I want to bring back the old guy. Because like, I made a post.
I'm not either.
Mills is like free agency next. I didn't
I seen it. I didn't
even look at the comments.
I just seen the name.
I was like, I'm not gonna read the comments, but I guarantee you, if you read the comments, there's a bunch of Eagle fans saying let's bring back Jalen.
Yep.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Every year there's this guy that plays for our team who makes a post.
It's usually him. He said it before.
Or the LeBlanc.
He ended up with the Giants.
Listen, I love LeBlanc. Thought he was gonna be a really breakout guy. Scrap was one of my favorites. But bro, people be in this man post like, Scrap, when you come back to the Eagles to play again, man, we really miss you.
No, we don't.
Listen, Scrap time came and it went. He played. He to me, I really liked him. I had a really lot of upside, but
yeah, he was a fan favorite at one point.
It's just like, come on, bro. Like as a fan, bro, like it's just players we don't need to run. It's just okay. It's over with. Like,
speaking of players we used to have, shout out to Josh Jobe for playing with the Seahawks. Shout out to him, and shout out to Rasul Douglas.
The Bulls.
He just got released. So yeah, I don't know if he got picked up though.
Am I going to that post?
No, you see the post?
I'm not going to it. I'm avoiding all posts that have anything to do with ex-Eagles getting cut. My God.
No, did you hear? Is it the same post I'm talking about JB?
No, I'm just saying. Any post that like former Eagles cut. It's like, see what I'm saying? Right there. I ain't even have to go look. Right there.
Right.
For me, it's the perfect example of why I don't go to those posts. Right there.
Right.
Man, I mean, you didn't see Rasul last year, man. He played all right. Did he play okay, or did we just overlook it because he was on a Buns team that had a Buns defense?
Yeah, I don't know. I overlooked it. I ain't gonna hold you.
DV, what happened to Hightower and Wallace?
What you mean? What happened to him? What you mean? What happened to him? I couldn't tell you. I mean, it's one of those things that 36 minutes. That's what I'm saying. What happened?
We at the 46-minute mark, man.
Oh.
Hey, bruh. You know what?
No, they're not on the team.
We at the hour and 46-minute mark, man. I think we've covered everything. You got anything for the people?
Man, look, man, tomorrow, man. Well, I'm gonna be posting it a little bit late, but tomorrow I'm gonna be posting on my other channel. If y'all want to check that out, man, it's What's the Play podcast, man. We talk about NFL, NBA. We just talk about boxing. The boxing match was crazy on Saturday. Well, we talk about all that. Besides that, man, I ain't got really too much going on.
Hey, man, listen, man. Jigga, you asked for something last year that I couldn't come through with. Couldn't come through with it. Computer fraud. I've invested in a new computer. All 22 breakdowns. I don't know if they're gonna come this offseason. I mean, maybe some college guys. I'm finna invest into this college tape. All 22. Might be bringing some all 22 of these college players to the channel. Stay tuned. So that's coming up. I do got OBS running. I do got the new computer up and running. I'm using it right now. As you can see, DV, it's not doing what the old computer would do when I hooked it up, doing the
Right.
every 5 seconds I'm glitching. So
That's
yeah, man.
crazy.
Y'all stay tapped in with us, man. Obviously, me and DV both got good content coming to y'all. So yeah, man. Until next time, we'll see y'all next week. We back at Wednesday too, so don't forget.
Yeah.
Wednesday, 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be late. We're gonna probably do since it'll be 2 days into the free agency.
Yeah.
We might do something special for y'all, man. We're gonna talk backstage. We ain't gonna put nothing out there because we don't want y'all to hold us to nothing crazy. I know the comments are still going crazy because I see them adding up. But we're gonna get up out of here, man. See y'all next week, man.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy King DV, and I'm with my co-host Liddy. What's going on, bro?
Man, it's love, man.
Hey, y'all know the name of the month game. Last minute of the stuff.